Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense comes onto the field first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them. Off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Virginia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very
There he goes! They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. It makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
This offense trying to quiet the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Pushes ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it looks as... Oh, what a call. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up. Quick release by the QB. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Parrish. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give from the gun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Reads it, fires complete. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Browning. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. To throw, it's Parrish. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Browning.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll do it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got it behind the line. It's Spears. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Parrish. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Hokies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He's got it on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation.
And they will score! Touchdown, Hokies!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Yeah, that seems about right. Defensive touchdown. Absolute catastrophe for this offense.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. 4th down coming. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Under fire. The throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a...
Turning it on! Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones-type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
After run, now throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decision.
He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Parrish. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Parrish. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
There he goes! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Spears. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
To the ground with the back. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down, and let's see if they try to convert on 4th. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. The coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today.
And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Finding open areas. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll send the back in motion. Running to Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Rob. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Rock. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Hokies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered.
A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
That's reeled in. It's Stewart. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Pulls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their range well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the pummeling has started. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the field, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, to dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Scanning the field, it's Parrish. It's complete on the right side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Spears. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Caught in the backfield, it's Spears. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Spears. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Going right to work up top. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And they'll knock him down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running the red zone. It's Vick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Gets it out quickly. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They'll run it from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. After the run, now to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. After 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll run it. He's going for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. And they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. He's taking the shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. To the air, it's Parrish. Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously